Hi guys, and welcome to my June gaming pickups. Okay, so yeah, June's been a really interesting month for me. But look, I got a Forza Horizon card from Poundland for £1.50. No, £1.50 land, Poundland. But yes, I kind of like the Forza cards. I would like the Forza Ford Focus one. I'm trying to find that's impossible. But anyway, let's go to video games. We start off with some Dreamcast pickups, and what's pretty sad I'm about to say is this is the one I played the most out of all this month's pickups. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? This was like a £2 buy from eBay, and yeah, I played it absolute loads and loads. 2 hours, never quite got, to the £1 million. I was tempted to get the phone out to get the answers, but I thought, no, I'll try general knowledge, how far I could get them. 500,000 a few times, but never the million. Next one was Iron Aces. This is a pretty smart shoot 'em up, playing game type situation, and was helping my English counterpart battleships from being destroyed. Yeah, it's a pretty good game. Not too bad, not as good as Airfield Delta, but I enjoyed it. Railroad Tycoon 2. Yes, it's basically SimCity for railroads. Let's build railroads. F1 Grand Prix 2. I don't like F1 games, but needed it for a collection, so had a quick go, got my ass kicked, slid out in every single corner. Try and hide the next one. Super League, another football game. And not as good as Sega Worldwide Soccer, actually not as good as any of the other soccer games on the Dreamcast. It was alright, managed to score a few goals. It's pretty cool, pretty weird seeing the old Dream team lineups. Remember last month I bought the Giant Killer. I've got to say that the guy gave me that for free. He sort of chucked it into a video I'm not using. You can have that, so that's from last month. Now on the groups online I had a few lists up saying basically if anyone's got these Dreamcast games for sale, I need some. And a really nice bloke called Pete Donahue messaged me. He says, have you got this game? And I'm like, no, how much after? He says, oh, don't be silly, I'll send it to you. And I said, you sure, buddy? Yeah. But we got to chatting online, and absolutely top bloke. We spent ages talking to him, and both loved the Dreamcast. And he actually chucked in quite a few freebies that I didn't have. But the game, here we go. The freebies I didn't have are Official Dreamcast Magazine, Disc 4, Dreamcast Magazine 17, and Dreamcast Magazine 16. Now, the game he sent me was one of the rarest games on the Dreamcast. You don't ever see this. In fact, this is the only one I've seen with my eyes anywhere. It's never been spoke about before. It's kind of like one of those secret games that no one even likes to admit exists. But when he sent this to me, I saw it in the... I was just... wow, I can't believe I got it. And that is Chesney Hawk Simulator. I mean, first of all, I couldn't believe when this came out originally that they actually made a game for the one and only. It actually has online functions as well. There's no peripherals because it doesn't bloody exist. No, he said to me, I got really bored in quarantine, buddy, so I just entertained myself. So he did me the case, I thought it was really funny, really cool. But the game he did actually send me was Surf Rocket Racers. Wow, thunder and lightning outside, cool. And this is a really good game. I literally could not get in the top 5. And basically what he did is he just printed out like his Chesney Hawks covers. And there's the proper cover there. But I don't think I'm actually going to take some covers away, because I personally think that having this on my shelf when people come around and want to play games will confuse the hell out of them, and that's what I'm all about, and having fun with my friends. And knowing Pete Donahue actually turned up massively trumps as well this month because of it. Well, let's just get started, shall we? So he commented on someone selling some American Sega Dreamcast games. And he commented, so he popped up saying, popped saying, he commented, and I saw them and I was like, whoa, I want them too. So I messaged the dude for prices, and I managed to get 2 off him. First of all, if you're going to pay import games in the UK, this is the disc that's highly recommended, the ultimate cheat, and it also boots up in VGA. so it saves trying to get hold of the more expensive discs. It's demos that go for around like a tenner on eBay, and they're definitely worth getting. Martin Kay told me to get this disc. This isn't a recent pickup, this is a pickup from ages ago because it's what he recommended me to get. And if there are any Dreamcast questions in the UK, that's where I go. So thanks for the info again, Martin. But yeah, so the first game I got off this guy, I picked up 2 games. So I paid $28.50 in total for this. It was going to be $27.50, but I asked him to do recorded post if I paid the extra £1. He was like, certainly. And you know, I wasn't far away from getting this game from £25 a few weeks back anyway, and that is Atari Anniversary Edition. We didn't get this in the UK, and I absolutely love my retro compilations. I love the way it's got like a really oily, shiny type situation at the start. And speaking of Atari, I watched the new Blade Runner last night. It's really weird seeing the Atari logo on the building. But yeah, this has got 12 of the classics, and when I put it on to play, I only played Pong, but I played for about a half hour. And you kind of forget how bloody hard it is, but it was fun to play. And yeah, so say really chuffed with this game. The next one, absolutely mad. So if we say, and you don't have to, you can say I paid half, but I would pay £25. I'd pay 30 for this. And so we say I paid £25 for that one, and then the next game cost me £3.50. Now the next Dreamcast game, it's got to probably be one of the best finds ever. My buddy Radical Reggie got this really cheap in America, so I think he paid $10 for his. Well, as I say, if we look at it, I paid £3.50 for this, it's mad. And that game is Illbleed. Yeah, I could not believe it when I said to him prices, and basically what he literally said was, when I bought them off him, and he said, well, I want 25 for Atari, but if you have this, you know, we do it all $27.50 posted. You know, so I'm still saying I paid £3.50 for this. I mean, I said to him, are you sure? He's like, yeah, I just want them gone, I'm no longer into Dreamcast. And, you know, when that happened, me and Pete were talking, because he got some games off of him. I think he got Destruction Racer and Bomberman Live American Dreamcast games. And every day when I messaged him like, nah, this isn't going to happen, this is a scam, this seems too good to be true, nah, this isn't going to happen. And albeit the next day the guy sent me a picture of a recorded slip and it turned up a day later, so I really super thank you. I mean, couldn't believe the way he just said, no, just take them, you know, just send me this price, and wow. And I've been sort of kind of nagging Reggie, try and find me a cheap one of these in America, but no, I'm so chuffed to have this now. And I love the way it's like in a theme park. You've got like, basically you go to a theme park and you've got your different rides at your different levels, and it plays very different. It's not like a straight out Resident Evil clone or anything like that. But I am severely, seriously, madly looking forward to playing this, and I will do very soon. And on to some other pickups. I bought a PS Vita last month. And so a couple of days after finally getting it, I set it all up, and my crikey did we have trouble trying to get his account off it, to deactivate an account. He couldn't remember his password. So after what seemed like 2 or 3 days, we was getting absolutely nowhere. Have you ever tried to contact Sony Help online? Forget it, they just don't exist, they're useless, there's no phone numbers or anything, it's just awful. But I actually managed to find a guide on YouTube. It was so well hidden. It was crazy well hidden about how you basically reset the Vita to factory defaults via a turning on and holding buttons down method, which I say is really hidden, and you wouldn't think it would work something like that, deactivate an account, but it did. But after all the hassle of that, and even the guy I bought the PS Vita from was helping me out, he couldn't apologise anymore, and he turned up a day later and he says, look, we've had so much trouble with this. I was going to sell these separate, but I want to give them to you for how much hassle you've had. I'm like, you sure, buddy? He's like, yeah. And so he gave me Little Big Planet and Call of Duty Black Ops Declassified for free. Well, not free if you consider the stress of trying to get to deactivate an account you can't remember a password for off the PS Vita. But yeah, I was these were on my to-get list, that's for sure. I was looking at the Marvel one of these like a few weeks before, but I never got around to playing. I've never actually played any Little Big Planet games. And I do want to play the first one soon, but I've heard that when you put that into your PS3 it takes forever to set up because there's like 1 million install files. And Call of Duty Black Ops Declassified, I imagine it's another first-person shooting Call of Duty game, which I don't mind on the Vita. I mean, my hands do cramp up a little bit, but I did manage to play through the Killzone one, so yeah, give that a go. Oh my god, this next one. Okay, so I was looking at import Sega Saturn games, and one of the biggest sellers in the UK, basically they got a bunch of Japanese Saturn games in, and they didn't really know what they had. And I saw this top one, and I was kind of like, holy shit, I'm having that. So I just, the price was so low, I just clicked on it. And when it turned up, it befuzzled me because it was sealed. And I paid £22.49 for this game. And that is Power Drift. I mean, yes, it's still got the fact it's the white line seal. £22.49. It's a well-known seller, and they just must have somehow received import stuff, and they didn't know what it was. They probably had a quick look online. The thing that made me laugh is they've got all the Japanese King of Fighters on PS2, and they're all like £250, which of course are literally like £10, £15. But this was sat there at £22.49. It just said condition good. It didn't say sealed. It didn't say sealed at all. But yes, I had to have this. I love this game, but it's now, I'm not quite ready. I don't know if I can break the seal. Oh, we'll see. We will see. But I do love that game. Now on to some Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing. I paid £6 for this game on the 3DS. It's probably the only format I don't have it for. So I'm pretty sure I've completed. Oh no, I don't have it for the PS3. I do love this game, and I went back to it recently on the 360 via backwards compatibility on the Xbox One, and it was quite strange. After spending like half an hour, I got back into playing it, and I was actually getting higher stars, finishing better races. But the problem is, it still seems really hard to unlock everything. There seems to be a lot of stuff that's hidden behind the unlock method, you know, and just rock hard. And over here in the UK, we have a company called Argos, and they're recently clearing out their 3DS games. I mean, at the moment, if you go on eBay, you'll see all of these sealed for like £25. We put one of the titles in, you know, there's hundreds and hundreds of them. Because when Argos do have a game purge, their prices are so low that you just have to, you know, buy them all. Well, you don't buy them all, but if you want to make money on them, you can. And so I paid £2.49 for Chibi Robo Ziplash. Now I have no idea what this was, but I did enjoy the GameCube game when Adrian had it. I played it for a little bit. I didn't manage to finish it. I only literally paid for an hour or so because I played it when I was around his house, and it's quite a pricey one to play. So yeah, £2.49. I pay that, and I did pay that. Another £2.49 is Little Battlers Experience. Yeah, I know little about this game. I remember Tony telling me something about it a while back. Is it a tactics game? I don't know. It's this game. It was £2.49 and it's on the 3DS. The next one, well, it's not as cheap as those. It was £12.99. You know, I can't complain. Metroid Samus Returns. This literally was the last copy of the game they actually had in stock as well, so I was really chuffed to get hold of this. A massive Metroid fan. You know, I've only literally played the first one. I played the remake of the first one via my Wii U, which was, the remake was on the Game Boy Advance by the Wii U. So yeah, Metroid Zero I think it's called. So I've got Super Metroid to do next. But I'm getting there. I'm slowly getting through it. Looking forward to playing this. Next game was a £3 pickup, Dead Rising 4. I did actually try and play this. I got 2 hours into it and got extremely bored, and I was just like, do I really want to go through all this again? And I got to a part where I was just dying, and so I just stopped playing it. But when this came out years ago, I never actually bought it at launch, but my eldest daughter did. So I literally, they did an offer on the season pass, like £8 for everything, so I bought that. And I might delve back into it one day, maybe. Now, I'm an absolute sucker for my first-person shooters. And they don't have to be brilliant, they just have to be entertaining. I mean, at this moment in time, I'm actually finally playing through the Resistance games on the PlayStation 3. Finished the first one, loved it. Into the second one, looks better, but seems to be a charm missing. But I'm only a few hours in, but we'll see how it goes. So this first-person shooter, I had to get, you know, something getting great reviews. It looked like something I would enjoy playing. That is Terminator Resistance. I think it's attached to the newest film, which I thought was actually really good. And I do hope they continue it. I mean, Linda Hamilton, proper badass in that film, and the guy that plays the bad guy, the bad Terminator, he was also, what was he? Ghost Rider in the Marvel series. He was proper kick-ass. That film I really did enjoy, and I hope it continues. But yeah, so I'm first-person shooter in the Terminator world. I'm down for it. My last Xbox game pickup this month was a local pickup. It was £7, and the person even actually drove to my door to sell it to me. Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. And at this moment in time, they actually have the season pass for sale at $5.99, so I'm contemplating that. So if you had a pretty shit week and you need a game to entertain yourself, anything from the LEGO universe is great. I mean, I love playing through. My daughter sometimes joins me, and we have so much fun playing them. I still loved playing LEGO Dimensions, and it was kind of sad when they ended it, but I really enjoyed that. And this, I'm really looking forward to getting into. There's still a few others I'm missing. I need to get the LEGO Incredibles and the LEGO DC Villains game, I think it is. It's my last game of the month. Just so happens to be the most expensive game of the month, which I pay for via vouchers, via trading stuff at our local, well, not so local, 12 mile away, CEX. I'm a massive fan of this anime, Tokyo Ghoul, what's it called? Tokyo Ghoul Recall to Exist. Now, I absolutely loved the anime. I absolutely loved this series. It's kind of weird how the second season was just made up for telly. It wasn't like based on the mangas or anything. But I thoroughly enjoyed this, and this is quite a different game to play, where you create your own character, then your own Kagane, and look, I got it from CEX. There's the discs and a code. Have you put the code in it? But yeah, I don't say no too much about it. But it is one of those games that always stays really high. And Amazon's like 60 fucking quid, and I'm not willing to pay that. But you know, I thought, well, I want to play it, and I added it to the to play pile, and yeah, really chuffed to have it. Finally have it, so at least it's there when I get around to playing it. So that's my pickups for June 2020. Now this month had massive shout out to Paul Donahue. I mean, without him I wouldn't have had Chesney Hawk Simulator. It's so kind of him to send Surf Rocket races and the demos for free. I didn't have to pay anything, and I will return the favour if I ever find something you need, my friend. And also for the linking into the US Dreamcast games. I mean, Ill Bleed for £3.50. That's just stunning. But yeah. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all later. Cup of tea.